Well, welcome back, everybody. This is Ben Kennedy coming back to you after I think it's been about a week since I was last with you with my Anaheim season preview. So apologize for that one. To come on, just give you a just quick video, quick check-in, basically tonight. Clearly, I am not home. I am in a hotel room up in Presque Isle, Maine, which is, if you're not from here, it is northern Maine, up on the Canadian New Brunswick border. You want directions on how to get here? Basically, you take I-95, essentially until it ends. Take a left, drive straight for about another hour, and then welcome. You're in Presque Isle. So, place I've been traveling for a number of years for my primary work, and yeah, so up here for a couple nights, doing the thing that pays the bills for me. So, uh, love that. Love that, of course. Had some over the last week. Had some extra time with my kiddo, which has just been so much fun. He's about 4.5 years old, and um, anybody who's had kids understands. Like 4.5, there's no off button. These guys, these kids just go, 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 go. They're having nothing but fun, playing. Everything's a toy. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of good work. It's a lot of fun, and best part of my life, honestly. Best part of my day. And um, last Saturday, he had his first kind of soccer meetup, soccer practice game, whatever you want to call it. First time playing any sort of organized soccer. And I'll tell you this: in my hometown, and I found this really interesting because he did T-ball this summer for the first time, kind of like the pre-T-ball situation. And we had about 30 to 35 kids for each meetup. Um, this Saturday for soccer, they had over 90 kids. Same kind of age group. I was kind of blown away that, like, I know soccer's become very, very popular. It's obviously globally one of the most popular sports, but man, that was crazy how many kids were there. And the kid just loved it, man. He was just so happy in his element, just up and down the field, kicking the ball, just big old smile on his face. Couldn't have been happier to watch him. Me and Mama were out there, watch him, support him on. So a lot of fun. And he was, like I said, just having a heck of a time with it. So I got a few weeks of that to hear this fall, so that's going to be really good. But yeah, over the weekend, had him at the house, and man, this kid just gets me laughing. This guy he's got this like cadence and sense of humor that he doesn't even quite understand it, but he just kind of has it. So there were two different incidents this weekend that just had me kind of rolling on the ground, like literally, like just in tears laughing. One night, I think it was Friday night, I was trying to get him to take a bath. Like, dude, like you're stinky. Like time for a bath. You can jump in. And he's like, nope, I don't want to do a bath. I'm like, no, it's bath time. You're stinky. You need to take a bath. And he's like, no. He's like, Daddy, you don't understand. I was like, oh, I don't understand. Okay, I'm listening. It's like, well, Daddy, if the robbers break into our house and they want to try to come in, I need to be stinky so then I'll go see them and they'll smell me and I'll be so stinky that they'll just run away. So, yeah, I'm not taking a bath because I need to be here for when the robbers show up and scare them away. So, yeah, I'm not taking a bath. And just his, like I said, his delivery, his cadence on this, like he's either going to be a lawyer or a negotiator. Like I was dying and literally in tears, laughing at this kid. And like I probably went off for 4 or 5 minutes, I kind of almost couldn't catch my breath, and it's just the way he was delivering. It was so funny. And he's like, at the end, he's like, "So I'm not taking a bath." And finally, I caught my breath. I'm like, "Go to the bathroom." He's like, "Okay." So he takes a bath, and it was fine. But oh my goodness, like one of the funniest things this kid has done or said in his short time here. He's done a lot of funny things, but that was up there. That was a classic. The next morning we wake up and um, we're making breakfast and doing our thing. And he's sitting at the table and he's like, Daddy, I've decided. Oh, we got a proclamation coming here. This is gonna be fun. Daddy, I've decided. I deserve 5 Hot Wheel cars. I deserve 5 Hot Wheel cars. We need to go to the store and decided that I need to have 5 new cars. Oh, you've decided. Okay, it's been proclaimed that you've decided. And the kid's just a lot of fun. They are. And I'm 45 years old with a 4.5-year-old kid, so I'm just embracing every single moment I have with this guy because I know how quick it goes. Every parent that you talk to tells you just how quick. One moment they're 5, the next minute they're 15, the next minute they're 35, and it goes so quick. And I've seen it. I've seen it with my nephew. I've seen it with dear family friends with their kiddos, where I've kind of been like that pseudo uncle kind of situation, and you just want to embrace it. Play as much as you can with them. So it's been a lot of fun, and quite honestly, part of the reason why I haven't been able to get another season preview out over the last week, and I don't mind. Quite honestly, I don't mind. But like I said, just wanted to give a quick check-in, just to make sure you guys knew I'm still out here, still doing my thing. Talk a little bit news from today. Of course, this is Monday the 9th, September 9th. PWHL, finally, they make some news today, releasing their team names and team logos, which is something we've been waiting for all summer. So thought it was quite interesting. I'm just going to pull them back up here. Of course, the 6 teams, we have the Boston Fleet. For the Boston team, Minnesota Frost, the Montreal, and I'm not going to pronounce this right because it's very French, Montreal Victory, I butchered it, but basically Montreal Victory, the New York Sirens, Ottawa Charge, and the Toronto Scepters are your 6 teams. And you can go online, Google it, you'll see their logos. Overall, I think they're good names. In terms of the logos, and I know people are going to say, well, you're just a Boston fan, but I do actually think the Boston Fleet is maybe my favorite one. Their logo is kind of like an anchor. And, of course, Boston Harbor, big shipping town, and all that kind of stuff. So, a lot of kind of marine type, activity in the city. So Boston Fleet, I think, kind of fits. I like the Montreal Victory. I like their logo as well, kind of a triangle. And they're like the one team of the 6 that kind of stuck with a color scheme that fits with their NHL partner, right? Like they're kind of the red, a little bit of blue, a little bit of white, obviously Montreal Canadiens. None of the other teams really fell into that color scheme with their, I don't even want to call them partner clubs because they're not really partners, but they're city neighbor kind of NHL team. So I know that, I'm sure there's a lot of negative feedback as well because, nobody can be happy all the time, right? No matter what happens and no matter how good it is, right? People need to be miserable and awful on the internets. But I like the Boston Fleet. I like the Minnesota Frost, actually. Kind of like their logo. I think that kind of fits for them too. That's another one I really like. I do like the name Ottawa Charge. I can't say I'm super excited about their logo. When I look at it, it's Cleveland Cavaliers. Like it feels like it's a Cleveland Cavaliers logo. And it's like, they kind of either had to change up that color scheme or like got to change the design a little bit because that's all I think about is Cleveland Cavaliers when I see that. And then talking about the Toronto Scepters, which they were, I think the initial name they were talking about for Toronto was the Toronto Torch. So Torch to Scepter, kind of in the same family, but the color scheme, it's like this kind of powder babyish blue with a yellow. And their logo is like this TS, and it almost kind of looks like a snake maybe wrapping around something. But I think St. Louis Blues. That's what I think of when I see that logo. It's the S and the T, and it's this blue with this kind of yellowish gold, and it's just St. Louis Blues. to me, guys. Sorry, I think that maybe some extra development could happen there, but overall, I think they did a great job with these names, and I think now they have a great brand. I just think after their first season they had, where they were just packing out arenas and it's just so popular. Now you have names, they have merchandise. I'm going to go out and buy a couple of these, either jerseys or hats or something. I'm definitely going to get the Boston Fleet one for sure. And because I kind of like purple, I'm probably going to get that Minnesota Frost, some sort of gear from them as well. I like both of those for sure. So, that's going to be a lot of fun. So, I don't know if they have a start date yet. I think they're kind of pushing their dates back to start their season. A little bit of news I heard today is it sounds like maybe they're going to expand their season to more games. So, it should be a lot of fun. For the Boston Fleet, I'm curious if they can find a forever home for themselves. They've been playing, of course, in Lowell, I think at UMass Lowell's arena. And that's, if anybody local obviously knows that, if you're in Boston, Boston is not Lowell. Okay, it's north of the city. Yes, it's in the state of Massachusetts, but it'd be nice for them to be most likely closer to Boston to find a home, someplace maybe, BC's arena, BU's arena, something like that, that's a little bit closer to the city. Or maybe even Warrior. I always wondered about Warrior, where the Bruins practice. They have stands there. Actually, thinking about that now, I don't think Warrior would at all be big enough in terms of their capacity to warrant it. But yeah, it'd be nice to see them find something closer to the city, because this league is drawing, and I haven't been to a game yet. I can't wait to get to one. But yeah, really nice to see them get their logos out, get their team names out, start that merchandising piece. That's going to be a lot of fun. Just for the channel, I am working on season previews. I know we've got about 14 or 15 more to go before the start of the season, and yeah, I know I'm running out of time. It's it's getting close to October, really, really quick. But I am working on Philadelphia tonight. I'm actually working on some script work for that, getting some data out for that. Following will be Minnesota, and then the Detroit Red Wings after that. And I am committed to getting through all of these, and we'll get them done before puck drops early October. If you are just missing my content and missing seeing me on camera, I have put out 2 podcasts for Black and Gold Productions YouTube channel, Mariners Hockey Report. So if you're looking for any Maine Mariners information, East Coast Hockey League affiliate of the Boston Bruins, I did just release my 2nd episode there. That's Black, the letter N, Gold Productions YouTube channel. We are there, where we also have the Black and Gold podcast, where we've got a great team talking about the Boston Bruins. And of course, we will, I think in another week or two, the Providence Hockey Report will be out as well. Mark Allard hosting that channel for the Providence Bruins. So a lot of lovely content over there. Doing a lot of work over there. Been a lot of work getting it up and going, and I'm excited for it. I guess I would say that the audience so far has been really great. The feedback has been great, and just looking forward to growing that channel as well. Next week, I am going to have Mariners owner Dexter Payne joining me next. I'm going to film next Monday, but it will air next Tuesday. So that would be the 9th, 10th, and 17th. So it would be September 17th. I will have Mr. Dexter Payne, new owner of the Maine Mariners, on my Mariners Hockey Report channel. Really looking forward to that. Really just kind of humbled and thankful that he's willing to come on and talk to us and talk about just his new role as the owner and buying, hockey team, and just really investing in the city of Portland and in the East Coast Hockey League. So really looking forward to that one, guys. So anyway, that's kind of what I have for you tonight. Just kind of rambling here on the road. I knew it had been a little while since I'd been on, and wanted to make sure that I put something out for everybody. Just check in. Hope everybody's doing well. First week of the NFL, of course, is also in the books. The Patriots going to win week 1. Color me surprised that happened. I'm not sad about it for sure, but Yeah, how did your NFL team do this week? Leave those comments down below. I know it's always week one is um, almost like a national holiday, national treasure for a lot of people. And if your team lost, it's okay. It's just week one. You got 16 more weeks to go. More to come there, guys. But anyway, I hope you all have a lovely, lovely evening, and we will be back with you later this week with Philadelphia, Minnesota, and Detroit season previews. We will talk to you all again soon.